It's the OCG Fam Show. When you're pushing Herculean Harvest in bloom, do you need to add more when you're flushing too? Let's talk about it. Hey there, Bob from Oregon's Constant Gardener. Welcome to the OCG Fam Show to you, my YouTube buddies. What's going on? How you feeling? How you doing? Anybody out there not feeling well? Let's talk about that. You just staying in place, staying home? We got the comments to talk about that. Right now, let's just get into the show. So, last few episodes of the show, we've been talking about using Herculean Harvest as kind of the cornerstone. It is obviously the cornerstone of the whole line, but taking away a lot of the other stuff from the line and really just focusing in on using the Herculean Harvest, maybe some one-shot, maybe some super soil, and backing that up with some Bloom Chaos. Obviously, you're going to have some Olympus up, and maybe some SLF100s, but a question that came up in my mind, and a question that actually came up on one of the viewer questions episodes that I want to talk about. Let me show you this. So when you're doing the Herculean Harvest, here's the Roman chart. So, it starts going up here. You go 5, 10, 15, 30 milliliters, then 30 to 90, and then slightly backing off a little bit, but still pushing hard at 30 to 60. But when you look over at the flush, 15 to 30. Is that all the way through? As you're doing more and more Herc, as you go along through the through the growth cycle, shouldn't you be bumping it up in the flush as well? Spoiler alert, no, you shouldn't. But I thought Scott's answer about it was kind of interesting and kind of maybe informed some other discussions or some other things. So I'd like to show it today. So watch this video about that, and I'll talk to you in just a second. So what do you want to just get into some questions, or what do you do?
I don't know. Yeah, you're the one quarantining. You got some questions for us, Bob?
I got some questions for you. I got one from Brian Green. He says, Herc flush is recommended at 2 tablespoons per gallon, but in week 3 have it pushed up to feeding at 6 tablespoons per gallon. Is there any benefit to keep pushing that much Herc for your routine flush between feedings? Teas are not necessary. So is he asking, I think what he's asking is, he's like, when you bump up the Herc on your regular feeding, do you also bump up the Herc on your flush?
Oh yeah, no, for flush you're just gonna flush. So 1 to 2 tablespoons max. Never is it beneficial to do, 6 tablespoons as a flush. You're actually doing a pretty aggressive feed still at that point. So when you're, drive your Herc as hard as you can, push it with your Chaos, do, 4, 6, 8 tablespoons, but when you're in the flush mode itself, 1 to 2 tablespoons is all you need to just kind of do that preventative flush reset.
Simple question, simple answer.
Kinda.
Okay. What do you think of that? Was that interesting, informative, useful? Just maybe not so much? I don't know. Did it bring up anything in your mind that you wanted to talk about? Let's talk about that. Or if we need to move on to a different subject, there's other things you want to talk about, just let me know. It's your show. We're doing what you want to do. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. The OCG Fam Show. Ooh, it's pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCG Fam Show. See you tomorrow.